everyone, and thank you so much for stopping by. So for today's video, we're going to be doing a get ready with me with a ton of products that I kind of have had in my little Sephora box here, and they've been chilling, hanging out, so I have an opinion on mostly all of them. So in today's video, we're going to be using a lot of high-end products from Sephora. I bought a lot of these during the Sephora spring sale, and I've just had them on the side of my desk to make this video, and it's taken me a long time to make this video because, to be honest, I always want videos to be perfect, and I forget that they don't need to be perfect. I'm not perfect, or no one's perfect, my hair is not perfect, and if I wait for things to be perfect, I don't make videos, which is why I don't make a lot of videos, because I wait for things to be perfect when they most of the time will not be. So I need to get over that. I'm trying hard to get over that so that I can create more videos for you guys. And yeah, I know a lot of you guys have told me that you want to see more makeup videos, so that's what I want to try to start doing. So for today's video, we're going to be using some newer foundations to me, primers, we have powders, bronzers, a few eyeshadow palettes that I'm very excited about, and a ton of lip products. Of course, we won't be able to put them all on, so I'll have to figure out which one I choose. Everything that I talk about will be linked in the description box below in case you guys want to purchase it. But other than that, let's go ahead and get started. So on my face right now, all I have is I cleansed it, and I used the Peach and Lily Matcha, I think it's called, their cream. So we're gonna have to go ahead and start with a primer. So let me go ahead and clip some of these hairs back so they're not bothering my face. I can't stand when my hair is in my face. I don't know how girls like do their foundation with like their bangs all over their face. I just can't do it. All right, so typically for, sorry, my contacts. So typically for primers, to be honest, I don't look for primers that make my foundation last longer. I don't really care for that. I know a lot of people look for that, but for me, if my foundation starts to like fall apart or not look the best by the end of the day, I'm fine with it. I'm just home most of the time, or I'm gonna be home at the end of the night. Or if I'm in an event, I usually do my makeup at a later time so that it lasts longer. So I typically don't care if my foundation doesn't last very long. So when I look for primers, I look for either hydrating primers, glowy primer. Sometimes I'll look for mattifying, mostly for like my T-zone, where I get a little bit of oiliness. So that's typically what I'll do. Or I'll reach for like an SPF hybrid of a primer, so it'll have both in one, so that way I can skip a step. The first one is from Glossier, and this is the After Baume Moisture Barrier Recovery Cream. And this one I got because Katie Jane Hughes was talking about how this is one of her favorite things. How pretty is this packaging? I really like it. It has like a tin top, and this is what, oh wait, that is not what the inside looks like. So this is what the inside looks like. As you guys can see, it's like a very thick kind of cream, but it gives like so much moisture. See how pretty that makes the skin look? But this can get a little bit too dewy at times, but it's gonna be a nice one to have for days when I feel like my skin is very dry and it needs that extra boost of hydration. Then we have two of the new Smashbox Primers. We have the mattifying one and a little sample of the Primerizer Plus Hydrating Primer. I have the regular Primerizer, which is no longer available. This one replaced it. And then we have the Saie, the Glowy Super Gel in Starglow. This is really beautiful. All right, so I think I'm gonna use a little bit of this Glossier After Baume Moisture Barrier. So I'm gonna just apply this much and melt it into the skin, and then just kind of press it in the areas where I want it. This is not meant to be a primer, I know that, but because I have dry skin, I feel like it'll work really well. I feel like it's gonna be a product that I'm gonna probably love even more in winter, like in Michigan winters, because if you guys don't know, I'm planning on moving out there. This is gonna be like a savior for days when it's like super cold and your skin is probably feels like it's gonna fall apart. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit for a little bit, and I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes. For my primer, I'm not gonna use anything new. It's just the Ulta Beauty Matte Eye Primer. I've been really enjoying this product, and I just put about this much. I really like this primer because it's not like super pigmented, but it does give you like some evenness to your lid. And then also to use right now, I have a package from Spectrum. How exciting. It's so big I can barely fit it. This is what the inside looks like right here. I do think the packaging is a bit wasteful because this is how big the packaging is, and basically this is all that's inside. So I think they could have done better. They could do better with their packaging, but you know, it's just me and my little tiny opinion. But I have these brushes from Katie Jane Hughes that my lovely fiance Francisco got me, and I'm so excited. Of course, I hinted at him that I wanted them. They went on sale and he bought them for me. I've been waiting to use this on a video, so I'm super excited to use it today. I'm gonna try to use as many as possible. How beautiful are these? Oh my gosh. And then it comes with a little towel. I believe she uses this to like clean off her brushes. She uses it to wash her face. So it's like a very multi-purpose kind of towel. I don't know what I'm gonna use it for. Also, how beautiful are these nails? Oh, I love how they came out. These are not my real nails, they're acrylics, but I've been doing my nails at home for quite a while now, if you guys don't know. And I'm working on a video to be able to show you guys how I do them, but I've been trying to work on different techniques and stuff to try to figure out the best way and longest lasting way. So once I have that ready to go, I'm going to show you guys two different videos, one on how to make them acrylic and one on how to do your own, because I've been doing both. All right, and before we continue, I'm going to go ahead, before we continue, I'm going to go ahead and use some of this INNBeauty Glaze Lip Oil, the #1, which is supposed to be like basically like a clear lip oil, but I really like it because it gives you like all nice hydrations. All right, so for the eyes, I have a few different ones that I've been playing with that are newer to me. I want to use one of these two. This is the Kaja in Chocolate Dahlia, and then I have this one from Huda Beauty. This is the Khaky Haze Obsessions palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this one today. So let me know if you guys would want to see a video on how I use this one. Maybe I'll make like a reel or something like that. Would you guys be interested in that? I mean, I feel like it's just so easy and simple. I don't know if anybody would care. If you guys are not familiar with like Huda palettes, man, her palettes are so well made. So the set doesn't have a blending brush, so I'm gonna go ahead and just use one of my own. This is the Makeup Shack T45 little blender brush. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump into this pink shade. And let's go ahead and remove this little mirror thing. We're gonna go ahead and add this to the crease. And typically I like going kind of high just because I do have a little bit of a hooded lid. So if I stay in my crease, when I open my eye, you won't be able to see it. Today I'm wearing a cropped like tank top, but you can't really see anything because it's more like a longer crop, but it's supposed to be like 84 degrees or something. Man, this week is supposed to get up to 95 on Friday, and I don't know what we're gonna do. Hopefully just try and survive, because you know I can do 80s, low 80s, but when it gets to like 90s and up, I am a very miserable person. Now I'm gonna use one of these brushes. Oh, they're so beautiful. I don't even want to use them. It's gonna be the number 11 from the set, and I think I'm gonna jump into this middle shade right here, which is very like booby brown. I don't know how else to call it. So today I follow TheBirdsPapaya Sarah on IG. Let me know if you guys follow her too, but I love her content. Like, she creates a lot of like body positivity kind of posts and stuff like that, and I don't know, I found her randomly and I really like her account because she doesn't just like post about just that. She just talks about a lot of different things, and I just appreciate her account a lot, and I've learned, you know, a lot about myself by following her account. But anyways, today, I guess, well, yesterday, she came to like the conference for Apple, and she's here in my city in San Jose, California, Santa Clara, whatever you want to call it. So she's like 20 minutes from me. And I was telling Francisco, I was like, would it be weird if I like go drive downtown and try to find her, and then like, you know, casually run into her and be like, oh my gosh, Sarah, I'm a follower of yours, and try to take a picture. And then my sister said, wouldn't that be stalking? But I told her, I don't think so. But of course I'm not gonna do it because that would be weird. But yeah, she's been posting about like little random places that she's been at in my city, and I'm like, oh my gosh, she's there. I love that place, whatever. Have you guys ever had influencers near you? What do? Do you ever feel like me? Or is that creepy? What do you guys think? I don't think it's creepy. Imagine I run into her, we become like best friends. Now that would be hilarious. Ooh, I really like how that color built up. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and catch this eye up to the other one, and then we'll continue with the other one. Let's see, I want to do a shimmer, but I don't know if I want to do this one here or this one here. Which one do you guys think? I think this one's more like green, this one's more gold. Just like a little tip, if you guys are unsure of what color to add, usually what I'll do is I'll tap it and then put it up against my lid, and that kind of helps me to see if, you know, something that I want to do or not. Sometimes it's hard to know like if a brush is the best, but most of the time with shimmers I like to just use my fingers. Oh, that's a pretty shade. It's like a greeny kind of dark color, and I'm just gonna go back into that brush and then just kind of blend out the edges. Alright, that's so pretty. I love that. Okay, so I think I'm gonna apply a little bit of this shade right here, and then just put it on my inner corner or my inner part of the lid. And just taking it up to there. See how that adds like a little bit of brightness. Alrighty, my foot's falling asleep. Alright, so I think I want to deepen it just a little bit. So I'm going to take some of this shade right here, and I'm going to use the number 17 brush, kind of like tapered blending brush. Alright, and I'm going to take that number 11 again and go back into that middle shade. And then just kind of blend things out. And then going back into my fluffy brush, I'm taking that pink top shade. And then just kind of going over everything, just because I feel like that pink kind of got a little bit muted. Alright, so I think we're going to stop right there for now and move on to the face. I love using these like baby wipes for basically anything. It's these water wipes. If you guys have never tried them, you guys should check them out, even if you don't have babies, because they're so good for like wiping your hands, wiping your arms, cleaning things, wiping off makeup off your face, because they're basically just water. So I feel like they're less irritating than most even makeup remover wipes. Of course, they're not makeup remover wipes, so if you have like waterproof makeup or things like that, it's not probably gonna remove them very well. Alright, so for foundations, I have two different ones. I have the It Cosmetics CC Nude Glow, And I think I'm going to do a reel with this foundation, so stay tuned for that. But for today's video, we're going to use the Fenty Eaze Drop Blurring Skin Tint. I've been really enjoying it, but I also want to get the Rare Beauties. What is that one called? Skin Tint as well? That one's really pretty, but I haven't been able to pick it up yet because I want to go in store. So this is what the little bottle looks like. And it comes with a little squeezy thing, and I have mine in the shade 6. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and apply some under eye corrector first before we go into the foundation. And I just have the Becca with, or the Smashbox with Becca under eye brightening corrector in Fairlight. So typically what I'll do is I'll just grab it with my finger and then just kind of press it into the areas where I want it and then spread it out. And I feel like the warmth of my finger helps to blend it more so than a brush does. Now we have both eyes corrected, and I think I want to apply it with a sponge. I feel like it applies the best with the sponge. Otherwise, if I do it with a brush, it starts to look a little bit too dry on my skin. So, all right, so we're gonna apply about that much. And if we need more, we can always just grab more. It's not that big of a deal. And I really like this skin tint because it gives you like a good amount of coverage and it doesn't look heavy on the skin, and that lasts really well throughout the day. And I feel like it's very thin too, like it's not super thick and cakey. I think I'm gonna apply some directly to the sponge. Alright, so I'm gonna do about that much. I don't know if you guys can see, but it starts to like melt into the skin. Alright, so this is what the skin looks like now. See how it gives like a really pretty coverage? I really like how that looks. But I feel like this looks like a skin tint, but it gives you a little bit more coverage than most skin tints would. So I think I would just say it's like a light coverage, like a lighter coverage foundation. I don't know. Also, I need to do my mustache again. Oh my gosh. So moving on to the concealer, I have the Glossier Stretch Concealer, and I picked this up recently from the Glossier store in LA, which was so cool. I had never been there before, and I have it in the shade G11, which I think matches me really well. So I think I'm gonna go in with this brush right here, which is the number 8. I think this is the one that Katie Jane Hughes always uses for applying her face products. So we're gonna go ahead and use that. So I'm just gonna swirl it in and then kind of work it into the brush and get more and work it into the brush. And this concealer doesn't really give you like a ton of coverage, so if you need a lot of coverage, I don't think you will enjoy this one as much. All right, and I'm gonna go in with my sponge. By the way, these are the Beaky sponges from Amazon. If you guys haven't heard about them, I'll link them in the description box. What am I saying? I'll link it in the description box below because these are such good sponges, along with the Shop Saie ones because those are amazing too. All right, so that's the coverage with the Glossier concealer. As you guys can see, it gives you coverage, but it's like a very light coverage. So now I'm gonna go on top of that with a powder. I have 2 different powders here that are newer to me. The Bare Minerals concealer powder in Bisque, which has SPF 25, and then the Charlotte Tilbury, they put the name on here, but it's the powder. So I think I'm gonna use this one today though, just because I feel like this will add a little bit of coverage to the under eye. I'm gonna take the setting brush from Real Techniques and then just swirl it in here and then tap out any creasing. think I want to try both powders just to see the difference. So I got that one there. On a different brush, I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury and do the other eye. Alright, so there's both eyes. Which one do you guys like better? This one has the Bare Minerals and this one has the Charlotte Tilbury. I think I like the Charlotte Tilbury better. Although I feel like the Bare Minerals one added a little bit of coverage to the under eye. What if I stack them? Ooh, that's pretty. Kind of want to apply it in other areas just to see what it looks like. Wow, that sets the skin really beautifully. Also, this brush is beautiful. This is the highlight eating brush from e.l.f. I feel like it fits really nice basically anywhere, and it's really, really soft. I think I'm gonna stop there, but I do like both powders for different reasons. All right, so for the bronzer, I have this one, which I already showed you guys in my favorites video. This is the One Size Made for Shade Bronze and Sculpt Trio in Medium Trio. If you guys are new here and you've never heard of this powder is gorgeous. I love it so much. So I think I'm going to go in with my Equal Tools little blush brush. I'm going to go into the contour shade. Oh, here's another one. Ready? Alright, so we're going to go ahead and apply some contour here. I don't want to apply too much. And then I'm going to take the number 04 brush, which is a stippling brush, as you guys can see right there, and I'm gonna go into, do I want to do that? I think so. Both of these shades, and then tap some of it out and see how it applies the bronzer. I'm not even sure what she uses this brush for. I don't remember. Alright, I don't think I like this brush for this purpose. It's starting to look crazy. Hold on. If you guys ever mess up with your bronzer, you can always go back into your sponge and then tap things out. Alright, so let's go into my other brush that I typically use, the e.l.f. Stipple Brush. And I'm just going to mix the two shades. I'll have to look at her videos and see what she usually uses that brush for. Because I know I've seen her before using it, but to be honest, I'm not even sure for what. Maybe for like, I don't know. What would you guys use this brush for? And usually what I'll do is whatever's left on my brush, I just pass it on my nose. And like I've said before, I like to bring my bronzer kind of higher, or not higher, but forward, kind of like, almost like a blush. Okay, so now let me go ahead and finish my eyes. I'm gonna go back into the Huda palette, and I'm gonna take that same brush, the number 17, and I'm just wiping it off. And I'm gonna take this light shade first and kind of go everywhere with it. And then always connecting it to the edges here. It's very important, otherwise it looks kind of choppy. And then I want to take some of this orange shade and then add it to the outer half, and then take it out and connect it to this outer edge here. And then whatever's left, just taking it in all the way. That looks pretty. For the eyebrows at Glossier, I picked up the Boy Brow, I think it's called. Yeah, it's a Boy Brow gel. and also their Brow Flick, which is the pen. So we're gonna use that today. I should have done my brow gel first, but whatever, I forgot. These are beautiful. I have heard many things about them, and I know there's like dupes for them, like the Wow Brow from e.l.f. is a good dupe for this brow gel. What other ones do I like? The NYX Brow Flick It, Stick It, well, no, I can't remember. Brow mascara is amazing. So it just really depends on the type of brows that you have and what you want to get out of them. But this is a really good product. It's not super expensive. Glossier has like middle prices where they can get expensive, but they're not all expensive products. So I'm going to run this quickly through my brows. This is what the brush looks like. It's a smaller brush. It's very similar to the Wow Brow. I have extremely stubborn eyebrows, like so stubborn. They always want to be going down. So I need a brow gel that will keep them up, and this one does a pretty good job at it. It's not like extreme hold. All right, so I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit, and I'm gonna do my highlight next. This is not a new product, but it's from Nabla. It's the Skin Glazing Glass Skin Finish Glow Powder in Ozone. This is a really pretty highlight. This is the Milani All Over Blending Brush. Just gonna go ahead and highlight. This is such a pretty highlight. I want to try their bronzers, but I have a feeling their bronzers are going to be too glowy and I'm not going to like them. I know their blushes are beautiful, but I don't really wear blush, so that's that. So pretty. I really like it. And then I'm going to take it as an inner corner highlight with the number 18 brush from the set. This palette doesn't really have like an inner corner that I would use. And I feel like this has like a pretty golden undertone that goes really well with the eyes. And I like to take my highlight, my inner corner, like kind of like up my eye here, like in the corner up, and I feel like that brings more brightness to the eye and it opens up the eye more than if you just left it here in the inner corner. So now let's go into the Glossier brow pen or brow flick, and I have this one also in brown. And after I apply it, I usually will just kind of like dab other places just so that it doesn't look so harsh. For Memorial Day, Glossier was having like a 20% off, and I had to try so hard to not place an order because they rarely have sales. But it was good and I didn't do anything, so you guys should be so proud of me. Alright, so there's one brow with the brow flick through, and the other one doesn't have anything but the brow, the boy brow. Is that what it's called? I forget the name. The brow gel. See how it adds some definition? And you can always go in with like a spoolie after to kind of like, you know, blend it a little more if you feel like it's gotten a little bit out of control. Or you could wipe it off. They are not perfect, but you know what? We are not perfect, but I love them. Alright, so we're looking a little shiny, so I'm going to go into my LYS Triple Fix Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm going to take the number 2 brush and then just kind of pick up some product and then go down the T-zone. Alright, there we go. That's better. Alright, and then for mascara, I have this Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. I've used this a few times, and it's not my favorite, but we're going to use it today. Interesting brush because it has like 2 different sides to it. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. So, it's not my favorite, but it's not the worst I've tried. So, we're going to go in, let's go into the shorter side. So it's definitely giving me like a length. So let's flip it over to the volume side. Alright, so that's 2 coats, I guess. So I'm gonna go on to the other side. We're gonna go watch Jurassic Park this weekend. And I'm so excited. We got it in 3D. So that's gonna be crazy. We're gonna feel like the dinosaurs are eating us. So that should be fun. Let me know if you guys have gone to see it and what you guys thought. But don't spoil it, because I'm not sure if this video will go. It should be going up before we go. So if you guys have seen it, don't spoil it. But let me know if you guys thought it was good. I'm not sure if it comes out this week or it came out last week. But I'm excited. Alright, so there's the lashes. I think that looks really pretty. What do you guys think? I think that gave it nice volume, a little bit of length. I always think like these lashes look better than this one's, probably because this is my good side. You know, this is not my good side, but whatever. I think it looks pretty. And then for the lips, so this is where things get complicated because we have 1,001 lips. And when I say that, I'm not kidding. I bought so many lip products. So many lip products. I also need to do a declutter. Anyway, so for today, let's see. I have one of the Kaja lip glosses. How beautiful is the packaging? I love the Kaja packaging. I feel like it looks so pretty without it looking childish. And I have it in the shade Pink Drink. Also have 2 more of the INNBeauty Glaze Lip Oils. How beautiful is their packaging? Look at that. This one was supposed to be like a thick glitter, but instead it looks like, I don't know, like a golden cap, which I was kind of disappointed in. I don't know what happened there. But we have those. We have a few of the Sephora Rouge lacquers, but I've been using those a lot, so I kind of don't want to use them today. I have 2 of the Tarte Juicy Lip, the Maracuja ones, in coconut and strawberry. Maybe the coconut would look good. We have some of the Buxom lip products right here, but I don't think I want to do those. We have some lip liners from Sephora collection. I have it in Dress to the 90s and Nothing But Nude. Maybe I'll do the Dress to the 90s. Alright, so, oh, and then one more. The Merit lip oil that came in one of my kits. So I think what I'm gonna do is, let me go in with the lip liner first. I'm not very good at doing my lip liner. I feel like it always comes out crooked. I know there's like a ton of like TikTok like hacks and stuff, but I don't know. Also, do you guys do the whole like Cupid's bow kind of thing, or you guys go over it? I can't. I think it looks pretty on other people, but I think it looks dumb on me. Also, if you guys have not tried these lip pencils, they are amazing. They're retractable, so you don't have to sharpen them. They have like so many colors available. They're very comfortable on the lips. They're very creamy, but they still very well they stay very well on the lips. Alright, so there's the lip liner on its own. This is such a pretty shade. Like, I would leave this just on its own. I feel like it's a very pretty, neutral, cool tone kind of lip. But I want to go in, I think, with this one, because I think this one might be too orange. So I'm going to go in with the Kaja Shot Gloss Shot. And I think they'll combine really beautiful together. Let's see. Oh, that's pretty. Oh, that's pretty. I love that combination. Actually, I hadn't done that before. What do you guys think? I think that looks really pretty. I like that. All right, and then we have one more product to use. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. They're little mini size, which is still pretty good size. This is like the 20 ounce. And I think it was like $20, maybe? Oh no, wait. Is it? No, 1 ounce. What am I saying? For $20. And the other one was much bigger, but honestly, I don't wear setting spray all the time because, like I said, I don't need my makeup to stay on forever. All right, so let's go ahead and apply it. This is what the spray looks like. There you go. It's pretty crazy spray. Well, I missed. And I always will tap it with my sponge just in case there's little droplets. But what do you guys think of the after? I feel like it does a really good job at setting, like if you put a lot of powder, or I don't know, you're looking a little dry. I feel like it brings the skin back to life. I don't know if you guys will see that. So in conclusion, I really like all these products. I mean, I've been using them for quite a while. I have some that I like more than others. Like, for example, as I've already talked about this many times, this bronzer is beautiful, amazing. I love it. This highlight is not new, but it's gorgeous. I love it so much as well. This little eyeshadow palette, this eyeshadow palette is one of my favorite things that I used today. I mean, the eyes came out so pretty. I really, really like it. What else? The brushes. Wow, these brushes are just so good. So expensive, I know, but if you guys pick them up, let me know. I would love to know if you guys do, or if you guys have them already, because I don't know, am I crazy? I think these are so good. What else? The little skin tint, I think it looks gorgeous. I love how it looks on my skin. I feel like it looks very natural and it evened out my skin tone. Let me know what you guys think of the finished look and what you guys thought about all the products. But that's gonna be it for this video. Like I said, everything I talked about will be linked in the description box below, and that's gonna be it for today. If you enjoyed it, please remember to give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed already, I would appreciate if you would do so. And I'll see you guys on my next one. Bye.